We begin on Earth 2 with the Justice Society. No one understands what's happening here. Where did everyone go? There's something strange about this place. It seems as if it was just constructed. The amounts of oxygen, silicon, and aluminum are in perfect balance. All of the Earth's pollution is gone. While the society keeps investigating what's going on, we now shift to Lois and Superman. The Man of Steel tells her it's okay. They're back in their own metropolis, in their home, on their Earth, the right Earth. Lois feels happy. This air is so warm. Superman tells her she must still be disoriented from the other trip. She has to open her eyes and look around. They did it. They're home. And thanks to that, Superman will be able to save Lois. Now we're on Earth 1. Booster and Jaime were walking through some caves when they suddenly fall into a trap. Booster tells Jaime not to worry. This is perfectly normal. Normal for whom? Well, for Batman. Who is this kid, and what's he doing here? Booster says he's Jaime Reyes, the new Blue Beetle. Jaime says he's not the Blue Beetle. He's nobody. But Booster tells him he is. He has to see this. The scarab starts crawling all over his body, and Jaime becomes the new Blue Beetle. Jaime asks why everything looks so weird. Batman asks if he actually has the scarab. Booster says technically the scarab has him. Booster is here to help Batman. He knows the Bat is trying to launch a full assault on Brother Eye. Booster Gold has found different people who could help with this, and has already called them to come. He managed to know whom to contact thanks to historical records. They told him whom to choose, but they also told him the satellite is hidden. He'd never find it. But thanks to this kid, the new Blue Beetle, they might have a chance to defeat Brother Eye. Elsewhere, we're at Lex Luthor's laboratories, where he has Superboy after the brutal beating Superboy Prime gave him. Superboy's double, Connor, sent him into this chamber, and the Lex Luthor double thinks he's smarter than the one from this Earth. But to solve all his problems, he had to go north, and was able to review his technology. Back on Earth 2, Superman and Lois are amazed by this. When they were married, everyone asked Superman the same question. You're Superman. Why Lois Lane? He knew she was the ideal girl for him the moment he met her. Lois was brutally honest, curious as a cat, and you could never get the last word in. She was the most human woman he'd ever known. But deep down, she was more super than Clark could ever be. Suddenly something starts happening to Lois. She collapses to the ground. Clark asks her what's wrong. They brought her to this Earth, so she could be okay. She has to be okay. Lois tells him she lived an absolutely wonderful life with him. It's not that Lois is giving up. She's grateful for the extra years they had. Superman tells her they'll have more. He couldn't save his world before, but he will save her. That's what he does. That's what he always does. Superman always saves Lois Lane. He can't be a survivor of another world without Lois. Lois was saying some words to him, but she can't go on any longer. Superman says this can't end like this. She has to finish saying what she was trying to tell him. After so much fighting, this can't end like this. Everything he did with Lex Luthor, he did it so she could be safe, so she could stay alive. He has to be strong. Superman's words are useless. Lois Lane has died, and we get a scene like in Crisis on Infinite Earths. Superman begins to scream loudly, and while he's screaming on Earth 1, Superman there manages to hear it. Meanwhile in Boston, several people were looting places to steal televisions. The store owners were trying to defend their property, but the people were armed and started shooting. Wonder Woman arrived in time and prevented anyone from being hurt. Diana asks why they loot and make a scene when people need help. Are you ready to kill someone over a television? The people ask who she is to give them orders. Diana is a hypocrite. She can't tell them how to live. Someone shoots at Wonder Woman. She easily uses her bracelets and blocks the shots. People start running. They have to get away from her. Diana didn't intend for them to be afraid of her. She was only trying to help. Someone arrives in an invisible plane. Wonder Woman wonders if it's her mother. Well, no, she's afraid it's not. This person's name is Diana Prince, and the fate of the universe is within her grasp. We're on Earth 2. The Earth 1 Superman has finally found someone. He heard his screams. He heard him crying out for Lois. Okay, time out. To avoid having to keep saying Earth 1 Superman and Earth 2 Superman, I'm going to call the Earth 1 Superman and the Earth 2 Kal-El. Okay, continuing. Kal-El asks Superman if he came to this Earth. Superman isn't sure which Earth this is. He needs help, and that's why he came. Kal-El says this is all his fault, isn't it? He brought corruption with him, spreading it like a disease. He can't allow that to continue. Superman is responsible for his wife's death. Kal-El grabs a car and goes to ram him with it. Superman lands a hard punch. He hasn't killed anyone. Kal-El replies that Lois was the only one among them who still trusted Superman, but he failed her. He took her away from his side. Filled with tears, Kal-El is about to keep fighting Superman. In the Crisis Tower, Psycho Pirate asks Alexander Luthor if Lois Lane has died. Luthor tells him she was never going to survive. It's a price for the future. He really will miss her. Psycho Pirate feels a twinge of pain inside. Luthor tells Psycho Pirate to watch. The tower has been activated. He needs to get as far away from it as possible, and he'll be teleported to Earth too, like the others from this planet. Psycho Pirate asks about Superboy Prime. Isn't he worried that he's no longer here? Luthor says Prime served his purpose. He has everything he needs. Elsewhere, we're with the Wonders. The one who arrived turned out to be the Earth 2 Wonder Woman. She explains everything that's happened to Diana. Likewise, to avoid confusion and name mix-ups, I'll call the Earth 2 Wonder Woman, and the Earth 1 simply Diana. Wonder Woman explains to Diana everything that's happened with the Earths. She comes from another place and neither of them has much time. Superman needs her help. Diana says Superman doesn't want any help from her. Wonder Woman didn't say wants, she said needs help. And for Diana to start helping, she has to try not to be so perfect. She's been a princess, a goddess, an ambassador, and a warrior, but the one thing she hasn't been in a long time is human. Superman still needs her. Despite all the flaws in humanity, there are also so many strengths. She has to remind them of that. Everyone makes mistakes, even Superman. Back at the Battle of the Supermen, Kal-El lands a heavy blow on Superman. He won't let him hurt anyone else. Superman answers that there's no one in this place. This city is empty. Kal-El says there is, and it's all his fault. Suddenly the fight is interrupted. Wonder Woman has arrived, and with her lasso of truth, she restrains Kal-El. Kal-El begs her to take it off. Wonder Woman only came to talk and wants the truth. Kal-El tells her he doesn't need her magic lasso to tell the truth. It's what the people of his Earth do. Always speak the truth. The truth is that their Justice League lobotomized their adversaries. Their Batman built a satellite that spawned an army that killed dozens. Their Wonder Woman killed Maxwell Lord. And worst of all, Superman could have stopped this before it started. He should have. Instead, when the universe needed its greatest heroes, they refused to remain together. He had the chance to make this Earth the perfect world. He had the potential to do it, and he wasted it. That's why Kal-El is here. It's the reason his Lois died. Diana asks if this was all about returning to his perfect Earth. If Kal-El is from this Earth, then it can't be perfect, because a perfect Earth doesn't need a Superman. Kal-El was about to argue back, but he realizes it. His world isn't perfect, it never was. Now he understands. In the Crisis Tower, Psycho Pirate realizes that the Lex Luthor has heroes from different Earths. But what about this one here? Luthor says he is Breach, the Captain Atom of Earth 8, an Earth that, if the multiverse had continued to exist, would have been the home of Kyle Rayner, Helena Bertinelli, and Jason Rush. The men and women connected to the tower will help him reform the primary Earths, but he also needs the rest of the multiverse back. He needs thousands and thousands of worlds. Worlds he can cleanse like scattered sand, one grain at a time, combining and mixing until he finds it. Until he finds the perfect Earth. Luthor asks Brother Eye to prepare to receive and redirect. Brother Eye processes the vibrational frequencies. Psycho Pirate still doesn't get it. Why are they still hiding their actions from Superman? It might be a good deception, but how long will they keep it up? On Earth 2, Kal-El went to Lois Lane. A perfect world doesn't need a Superman. Luthor tells Psycho Pirate he hasn't said anything because he needs him alive. The Earth 2 Superman is the key to bringing the rest of the multiverse back. For a reason he can't understand, much less explain, everything comes from Superman. Brother Eye activates the programs. They're exporting fuel from Earth 1 to Earth 2. The target has been located and locked on. All the Earths are aligning, and all the Supermen begin to suffer. Something starts happening in space. It's filled with parallel Earths. While all this with the Earths is going on, in Tokyo, the Flash has managed to get out of the Speed Force. Remember, he'd been trapped after running with Superboy Prime and Kid Flash. Wally is back, but they have to warn everyone. They have to listen to him. They couldn't keep him contained. He's escaped, and he's getting closer. The one he's referring to is Superboy Prime, who has just returned and now sports a new suit of armor. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more content like this. I'm TJ Prime, and see you in the next video.